Will Guy Cole please come forward? This is a special pleasure for me because we were classmates, and so it's an added honor. Judge Guy Cole, it is with great pride that we recognize your dedication to public service with nearly 3 decades as a government lawyer, federal bankruptcy judge, and federal appeals court judge, attaining your current position of Chief Judge of the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Sixth Circuit. Your background and career are an inspiration to many. As you described for the Just the Beginning Foundation, your childhood in Birmingham, Alabama, during the most turbulent years of the civil rights struggle, helped to shape your vision of justice and the importance of a fair and impartial legal system. After graduating from Tufts in 1972, you earned your law degree at Yale in 1975. After several years at a law firm in Columbus, Ohio, you joined the U.S. Justice Department as a lawyer in the Civil Division, and then later returning to the firm in Columbus to become the first African-American partner. In 1987, the Sixth Circuit appointed you a federal bankruptcy judge in Ohio, a position you held from 1987 to 1993, when you again returned to your law firm. In 1995, President Clinton nominated you to the Sixth Circuit, and after Senate confirmation, and I can't resist adding here unanimously, imagine that today. You took your place on the bench in December 1995. With chambers in Columbus and the court based in Cincinnati, you've written more than 330 judicial opinions with a sense of justice and fairness as you resolved legal issues covering the states in the Sixth Circuit, Kentucky, Tennessee, Michigan, and Ohio. In August 2014, you became the first African American to serve as Chief Judge of the Sixth Circuit, presiding over a court that has attracted attention for disagreements among its judges. You have worked admirably to bring a spirit of collegiality to the bench and to promote the high caliber of judging among your colleagues. The Tufts University Alumni Association is very proud to bestow a 2016 Distinguished Achievement Award on you in recognition of your impressive legal career and dedication to a fair and effective justice system.
Well, thank you, Steve. As Steve said, he and I were in the same class here at Tufts. So I'll make a deal with you, Steve. I won't tell any stories from those 4 years about you, and you don't tell any stories about me.
It's a deal.
Okay. And I'm not sure I can follow you, Tony. That was quite a moving presentation that you gave, as was Groom's. Well, good evening, President Monaco, members of the Alumni Association, fellow alumni, faculty, students, and other distinguished members of the Tufts community. I am truly, sincerely, deeply honored that the Tufts Alumni Association has awarded me the Distinguished Achievement Award. I extend my congratulations to the other awardees whose accomplishments are impressive, quite impressive, I would add, and very much in the fine tradition of this university. I am very fortunate to have my wife, Kathy, with me here this evening, and we arrived at the airport yesterday and with great pride were heading toward baggage claim as the Tufts women's basketball team was heading off to the championship game. I almost went and asked for some autographs. But, good luck to them. I think they play on Monday. Well, my first memory of Tufts is a vivid one. My mother and I had left our home in New Haven, where Steve said we moved in 1962, one morning during the fall of my senior year in high school. so that I could take a look at the Tufts campus, meet with the admissions representatives, and tour the campus with the students. I remember arriving on the campus shortly before noon in the midst of a driving snowstorm. The campus looked like a beautiful New England postcard. I sensed immediately that this was the college for me, and my instincts were confirmed after the meetings and tours. Well, when Kathy and I arrived yesterday with spring in full bloom, I once again was taken in by the beauty of the campus and all the things that initially attracted me to attend Tufts so many years ago. Well, as Steve said, I graduated in 1972, went off to law school, became a partner in a law firm, was a trial attorney with the Justice Department, and then a judge on 2 federal courts. I do serve now as the Chief Judge of the 6th Circuit Court of Appeals, which hears appeals from the federal trial courts in Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky, and Tennessee. And our cases are what you would think of as federal cases, dealing with interpretations of the United States Constitution, federal statutes, federal criminal and civil cases, civil rights law, election law, and capital punishment. Sitting in panels of 3 judges, or sometimes as a full en banc court of 16 judges, my court decides whether the federal trial courts should be affirmed in their decisions or reversed because of some error. Our court does not conduct trials or have witnesses or juries. Our cases are argued by lawyers, and our decisions are rendered by written opinions. As Chief Judge, I also manage the operations of the court, preside over various court meetings, and attend to a wide range of administrative matters. And I've been very, very fortunate to have had over 80 law clerks and to have worked on major cases important to the parties and to the country at large. As Steve said, one of the challenges of being Chief Judge is assisting in getting the general cooperation of, in my case, 23 very independent judges who certainly have independent thoughts about how to go about their jobs and about matters of court operations. So that is another challenge, but it's one that I've taken on willingly. So it's been a very fulfilling career and one that I intend on doing for some time. But when I look back on my career, I am totally convinced that Tufts played a major role in my growth as a student and as an adult. When I graduated high school, life on college campuses was in transition. That's a nice way to say turmoil. Martin Luther King Jr. and Robert Kennedy had just been assassinated. Protests over the Vietnam War were growing. The women's liberation movement was taking off. And colleges began opening their doors to a more diverse pool of applicants. The classrooms at Tufts were transforming too. Course curriculums expanded to include classes on political, social, and economic change. I recall that students often discussed how to be the best instrument for change, not just what should be changed. And I had excellent professors who provided the education and nurturing for their students to grow. And my fellow students were smart, engaging, and inquisitive. In short, the campus was a crucible for the exploration of ideas and the exchange of opinions, and for learning. I treasure my years at Tufts, what I learned, and the lifelong friendships that I made. I appreciate the Alumni Association for its work in connecting alumni to one another and furthering the mission of this wonderful institution. Again, I thank you very, very much for this tremendous honor. Thank you.